Hello and welcome to watch Dweebz Watch Anime. We're watching Cells at Work, episode 3. Influenza virus. Ooh, I'm excited for this. And you know all about this, right? So you're gonna explain to us. You're gonna teach us. We're disciples. We're pupils. Disciples is a little bit extreme.
Whoa, man.
We're pupils. All right, so we're gonna click play on go. Not yet. 3, 2, 1, go.
These people running. All right, dark
People
alley.
running dark alleyway. Ningen no naka. Where? I wonder.
Yeah, where?
Inside the human, but where?
Doko.
Creepy. It's kind of dirty. Is this
It's
the bowels? Like the bowels of the human? It's empty.
Could be. It's like it's not used.
Oh, it's got to be the bowels. Is this person gonna go on the bowels? Influenza virus. Where would this be? Naive. Oh, is it naive cell? Naive T cell? Right?
Yeah. He's never killed anything.
Oh.
He's never seen a any kind of threat.
I see.
So I bet he's gonna have a little story arc where he like maybe becomes a mature T cell.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I don't. Cyborg. He's just a cell. They're all just cells. I like how they all have
Oh, there's zombies.
explanatory. Oh, so
Infected.
they're cells infected. Yeah. Is that COVID?
Yeah, this predicted COVID.
Have you seen, like, with your eye, cells being infected by viruses, like under a microscope?
I haven't, but we have a picture at work
Oh, interesting.
that my boss took, like a microscope picture of cells being infected with West Nile.
Whoa.
You can like see them. They look sick.
Dang. That's
Like
insane.
they don't look right.
Yeah.
And I think they look different depending on what they get too.
Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of pictures of, like, viruses isolated from the cell. Or... Oh, I'm looking at West Nile. Yeah, what the... Dang. Eek.
I'm assuming this is the same white blood cell.
So,
Okay,
I need
now
to go to the
the
intro.
opening's
So,
happening.
so the antibodies bind to the receptors of the virus,
Yeah,
or like an infected cell from the virus.
yeah.
Which one?
They could do both, I think. Because the body has the ability to recognize infected cells, so I think once the immune response is kicked off, the infected cells will start being tagged too. As
Interesting.
like, yeah, they'll start being tagged, and then they will be consumed. Actually, there's a cool video that shows kind of that happening.
Yeah. Huh.
Let's see if I could find it.
The thing about biology that's so
Okay.
interesting to me is that, like, it's not mathematically deduced or necessarily. It's like, for the most part, except for, you know, certain processes are like
Yeah.
inferred, but a lot of it you can observe. Like, if you have a theory,
Right.
and then eventually you develop the technology to be able to observe it. Like, you can observe it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Or physics is the same way. I think a lot of science is the same way, but it feels like with physics, this is from, you know, me, a dummy, but it feels like physics, you'd have to go kind of far into the future to be able to maybe it's the same thing with biology. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I basically mean that like theoretical physicists, for example, I feel like are in a la la land, and
Yeah.
I like the engineering sort of like closer to actual practical application today.
Yeah, same.
Just on the edge, that's more fun to me than.
Yeah.
Wow. They're saying all of the shoujo, which is like the symptoms of having influenza virus, like muscle cramps or muscle pain and all those things. Headaches.
What was the word for symptom?
Shoujo. Shou. Shou. Influenza.
Did they say where they were at yet?
Shoujo. Influenza virus. For virus to say virus. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I said, did they ever say where they were?
No. Macrophage, right?
Macrophage.
Is she macrophage? What is that again?
It's another type of white blood cell.
Oh, okay.
Usually bigger, I think.
That's a huge, whatever that is, butcher knife.
It's like a cleaver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
B型のウイルス, like the B type virus.
Interesting.
I guarantee that there are biology classes in, middle school or maybe high school that show this anime during class. I almost guarantee. I think probably elementary school or middle school.
Yeah, probably middle school. Considering all the blood and stuff.
Killer T 細胞.
Failed.
Killer T cells. Is that what you say in English too? Or just
what?
You say killer T cells? Or do you just say
There's different kinds of T cells.
Oh. Kill.
I think these are just
killer
T cells.
Killer T cells, yeah. What the?
Nice.
Naive.
Why did they come in?
Why were they over there?
You gotta find the sword.
This is the right. This is the new Walking Dead. Memory T Cyber.
Like,
he's like he's like the sage or whatever, or like the Oracle.
He's like the most advanced member.
Memory.
Yeah. Like everyone's just watching from their little like apartment or condos.
So is the memory T cell telling everybody else what to do?
Well, I don't think that actually does that. Those are like the long-lasting T cells.
Oh, I see.
I say he's the most
capable,
experienced one.
Is there anything that you know of where like the longest lasting, like for example, the memory T cell would also be like the oldest and most decrepit, for example, like not as
the longest living cells?
Yeah.
They do lose their efficacy,
Effectiveness.
yeah. Yeah.
Efficacy.
As they get older.
Yeah. Is that why when you age, your immune system basically weakens? It's because of the cells.
Probably, yeah. 'Cause those
Interesting.
guys are going away.
Going away.
I'll see how long they live.
So I wonder if you get like daily or annual exposure to a virus, at a reasonable dose, that you'd be stronger potentially over the long term, right? So like getting the flu virus or the flu vaccine every year, for example, or even when you're older. I wonder. Or would your body be exhausted from like?
I think it's a little more. There's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if your body would have the capability to keep up. And to produce
no matter what you do.
cells anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, I think there's combinations of things you could do.
Yeah. What about elongating the telomeres or whatever?
No one wants to hear. Oh yeah, exercise, man.
Exercise. Also, eating less, right? Like intermittent fasting or whatever.
Intermittent fasting. Basically, this new paper came out that said.
This guy is so ridiculous. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. I also missed what this green guy was. It was like a.
It's okay. It's okay. You're not the only one. Sorry, what were you saying about the?
Oh, it's like a eating window. Like.
Yeah.
Just said if you keep a consistent eating window.
Yeah, that's intermittent fasting basically. It's just like make sure that you're eating at the same time and make sure it's sort of constricted.
Yeah.
And you're not eating, snacking all the time.
Yeah, that was not that risk. You're not eating what?
You're not snacking all the time like me.
Oh yeah. Unless it's within your designated eating hours.
Right. That's intermittent fasting.
Window of like 10 hours. It was like if you wake up at 9, you don't eat past
math
like 7.
7. Yeah.
It's pretty like it seems pretty normal. Also, eating beans is really good for you.
Yeah.
If you eat like 500 grams of beans every day, you can add like 3 or 4 years to your lifespan. It's kind of weird.
What kind of beans? Like
just any legume, anything in the legume family.
Yeah. So peanuts.
Like peanuts or I feel like hummus or chili. Yeah.
But I wonder, like, because that's also processed hummus and stuff. So I wonder if that's better for you or not.
If you just make it, it's not really
right.
You just make it with the beans,
It's just like well, orange juice and oranges are the same thing, right? When
oh no!
Reality, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange juice is like soda, maybe even worse. Probably not worse, but.
This has a lot of sugar.
This guy is having a whoa. This is insane.
Yeah, what? Is he gonna like grow up and get?
This anime is romanticizing violence. I don't approve. It's all covered in blood.
Good, come on.
And they are the makeup of.
This is like America's anime, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
You like digivolve after this little pep talk.
Boku.
Oh my god.
What the? Is he evolving? Oh yeah, like you said, he's evolving.
Oh.
Whoa!
Is his hat gonna change to...
And he becomes a frog.
All it took was some talking to.
And a little bit of pixie dust.
Yeah. A little bit of magic. Pixie dust and...
Whoa.
Whenever you get sick, just picture all this happening inside you and you'll get better faster.
It's just like us, Khalil, to be watching a very educational TV show on Saturday morning.
For real, man.
Like, this is so nerdy.
Put it that way. No.
That was really fast.
Yeah.
Why ain't you doing anything?
Yeah, they're just standing there. Go inside.
It is pretty insane when you think about it. That like we consider ourselves as one unit, but we are made up of cells that all have different functions.
Oh god, yeah.
And
yeah, we're also made out of like the bacteria and stuff.
And yeah, I would say like the bacteria is not of you, but it's
like a necessary part too.
Yeah.
Especially the bacteria inside you. It's crazy, man.
Well, other than your stomach, are there other bacteria that are like super necessary for functions?
Super necessary? No, I would say it's mostly stomach.
Yeah.
Mostly stomach.
Yeah. But it's also interesting because you're when you think about like when you get hungry, isn't that just like bacteria that is preparing for feeding, like preparing for being fed, and then if you don't feed it, it gets mad. Or really, it's just like the process stuff. Yeah.
They can basically, they like have a direct effect on the. Oh my god. Is this that dude? Yeah, it is.
Moto naive T cell. Oh, so he evolved. Effect T cell. Effect T cell.
It must have been like a.
What the?
I wonder if...
Wait, they're making more.
I'm wondering if that green guy was like a helper T cell or something.
Oh. Do they help the naive T cells?
Yeah, they like they basically train them.
Hmm. So what is the timeline for all this stuff? Because we've spent 3 weeks watching this show, but in your body, does this happen like within a minute, a couple of seconds?
I think as soon as the show kind of actually, I'd say, is accurate in the way that it's become a big deal now that there's a lot more of them. And before it was kind of isolated in that small area.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Like once they reaches a certain threshold, it's like a full war.
Yeah, right. And then all the havoc that they're wreaking is affecting the host, right? Like the fighting.
Yeah.
The interesting part is that the fighting of the infected cells is actually causing the symptoms, right?
Sometimes.
Or sometimes,
yeah. Like fevers and stuff. They're all responses.
Yeah. Oh, well, the fever is... So this is interesting that you can, like, potentially... There's... I don't know if this is, like, pseudoscience or... what is it called? Yeah, I guess pseudoscience or whatever, but... to take, like, hot showers, for example, can sort of, like, replicate a fever, right? Like you're raising your body temperature to hopefully kill virus. Because like when you get for example, when you get a fever, that's your body trying to kill the virus, right?
Right.
And so there's like a pseudoscience that well, if you take hot showers, then on the regular when you're sick, when you can sort of like depending on the virus, if you have a cold, for example, and taking hot showers, that could potentially help. But I don't know. I've never read any papers about it. But yeah, it's an interesting idea though, because I didn't really think about why we get fevers.
Mm-hmm. And like, unless you're like getting really dangerous, it's usually a better idea not to take anything like to lower it, because you're just hindering your body.
Yeah, but sometimes your body can overreact.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why you use that's why an infection or an illness kills you. It's your body.
It's your body overreacting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at it. They're making like a huge indent.
Yeah, like that for example.
Overreacting to And so, like, for an immunosuppressant that is like um, from a human or a doctor, for example, what would they give to a patient to suppress the immune system a little bit to let it chill out? Do you know?
Um, well,
If
a
somebody's older, for
smaller
example,
example is like
or rather younger,
antihistamine.
histamine, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hmm. I guess if you're
Because
younger, it could be
antihistamines are
more
what causes all
dangerous.
those issues.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
why is
I
that the
think
case though?
so.
If you're younger, for certain things, it could be more
What?
dangerous. But if you're older, obviously
Well,
most sicknesses are more dangerous.
whoa. Uh,
So I guess if you're older, your immune system is
the
weaker, so it just won't even like it would be
well,
overrun
same
basically
when
by the
you're like,
virus, right?
yeah, like life's kind of like that. You start
Yeah,
weak
yeah,
and then you end weak. It's kind of like that. Like when you're a baby, you don't have any adaptive immune system. You
yeah,
only have the innate, which is not as complicated.
yeah.
It's like the oldest. It's like the older version of it.
But so then, why can babies like eat poop and dirt and be okay? Or is that just like the process of
Like
training their immune system?
well, like newborns aren't like that, but they get a lot of their immune
Mm.
system from like their mother, or like if
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
breastfeed, they can get antibodies
yeah, yeah, yeah,
directly
yeah.
from their mother.
Yeah,
So
super interesting.
yeah, it's really complicated.
Come on, I want it to be distilled very simply, just like this show.
That's why we got this.
Zombie kasaibo. Is that a thing you say? Like zombie cells?
No,
No.
at least I've never heard that.
Oh. Probably just infected cell.
Also, it's interesting that they showed the A cell is or the A type influenza being like the worst one.
Is it normally the opposite?
Well, no, it's the more common one,
Oh.
the A strain.
So the B what is a B cell then?
The B
B
strain, or
B strain, sorry, the virus, yeah.
it's just like a different class of it. I've had that one before, and that was really bad. That was
Really?
like the worst I've ever been sick.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Of influenza?
Yeah,
Of oh,
I've had it twice. I think
dang.
they normally don't test you for it because it's pretty like,
Not common?
well, I mean, like it's pretty characteristic, and they
Oh,
have the same treatment,
oh, I see.
A and B.
So how'd you know you had B? You
They
eventually got
tested me for
tested?
some reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. And then they told you like, hey, you got the B variant.
you got the B.
This sucks. Did they tell you that, or did you ask?
No, they told me, but they didn't say like. They just said it was uncommon to have that. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
It is apparently a milder form, which is interesting. I
B?
don't know if I believe that.
Huh. I've had the flu sometimes. Like the flu sucks.
It does.
It was awful. Um,
I guess A is the worst.
and I definitely feel like at least this newest. I mean, there's probably very many variants that are going around with COVID, but this I think that Judy and I got it coming back from Seattle. I tested twice and I was negative but with antibody tests we didn't get a PCR. So it was like 5 days or 6 days after or something. So
Hmm.
I don't know how accurate that would be. What do you think? 5-6 days later, taking a test, negative?
Uh, I'm not sure what the
Probably
incubation
not.
period is. Yeah, it usually.
Yeah,
I think they're
it was
better
like a
for when you're
week.
more like
It was like a
active sick or towards getting better.
they're better.
No, I said. I mean, I think the best time to test is when you're like active sick or um,
Oh,
when
getting
you're
better.
starting to feel better.
I was active sick, like actually sick. I think I was taking it when I took the antibody test when I was when I had like a fever.
Hmm.
So and I think so it may have been just the flu or something.
It could have been there. Everything else is still around.
Well, yeah, but I mean like it was definitely bad and it was bad for a long time. And Judy had all of the symptoms of COVID though. She had a cough, a really bad cough for 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and her throat hurt really bad. Like all these things that are common for everybody around me who's getting tested positive.
Interesting.
So it's like,
I don't know.
it's weird, yeah. Because I use the free antibody tests.
Uh-huh.
But all my other friends who tested, positive or positive. I don't think it really matters. We're better now. It's but it was really strange. It was definitely the also like everybody's been cooped up, right, and everybody's been distancing and everything. So there's definitely a bunch of weird, like, cold and flu strains probably going around this year. They're like,
yeah, we've had like some stomach bugs going around.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, I know my family some of them were throwing up.
Oh yeah.
Not too long. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like right after we were hanging out, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, they actually they got COVID too.
Oh no.
So yeah. So my all of them got COVID, minus my sister. My sister was like out of the house or not around for a while, and then now she's just staying away. So finally they got it a couple years later, but everybody's gonna get it if they haven't had it already, So, but they're doing okay now. I think Caden had it. My youngest brother had it the worst, but
is he better now?
Yeah, he's doing better now. It was really only for like a day or two that they were, had pretty high fevers and stuff, but they're okay now. Yeah, they're vaccinated and everything, so
nice. All right, well,
doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, this show's super interesting. This I'm learning a lot. Oh, food poisoning. Speaking of,
was that next?
It's the next one. Yeah. Definitely, guys, let us know if you're enjoying this or not. Let me know if I'm talking too much during the show. If we want me to actually like focus on the show, I'm also just really interested in this topic in general. But hopefully it helps like with context. I'm also on Netflix using the caption Japanese subtitles, which is really cool because I can very easily not be I can just look down and see exactly what they're talking about in Japanese. So I use this all the time when Judy and I watch Japanese TV too, especially if it has it. We'll just put the subtitles on for Japanese, and it helps to like associate what they're saying with the kanji. So
right.
Does Crunchyroll have subtitles?
It does help. Not for Japanese.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's super helpful. Netflix has like a bunch of shows strictly in Japanese, so they have subtitles for like a bunch of different languages. Yeah, for example, like this Cells at Work has Brazilian Portuguese, Spanish, Japanese, and that's it. They don't have. If I turn. Wait, that's weird. Wait. There's no English subtitles? Interesting. There might not be English subtitles for the show. I wonder if I turn it off, will it go to English? I have no idea. That's super strange to me.
It is.
Yeah, there's no English. I'm only looking at the Japanese ones anyways, but yeah. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Let us know if there's a show that you want us to watch. Otherwise, we're going to keep continuing on for this show a little bit. I think there's only a limited set, right?
Show.
Yeah, it's like 13 episodes.
Yeah. So
and they're really, really short. They're kind of fun. So I like it. I'm really interested in this. I'm going to keep watching.
It is fun.
But yeah, we're definitely going to be thinking about some action-packed show. We were thinking about like One Punch Man or another show that's like semi-short, not 30-something episodes, which takes up half of a year for us.
For real.
To watch. But stay tuned until that. Bye!
Bye-bye.